pretty windy. I hope you can hear me. I'm doing a collab with some other small YouTube channels that are off-grid. Now, the question is, why am I off-grid? Well, one of the reasons is because of the cost it would take to get electricity reconnected here, and then regular grid electricity is fairly expensive here. I think my bills over there were around $150 a month when I was on grid. See, these are just my two little solar panels. They supply a little bit. But I've shown some of this stuff before. Well, here's a pole that the people in the past have had out here. I'm trying to watch where I'm walking. And they see, there's no cover on the meter head or anything, and we'd have to probably replace all of this. Electric company cut the wires. I don't know exactly why, although it could have been maybe the people didn't pay their bill, and then they figured out, you know, if you can look it up, you can find ways to reconnect your grid electric. It's very dangerous, and it's also highly illegal. But anyway, they left a lot of trash out here. It's been a job getting everything. We clean it up and pick it up. Anyway, you can see the top of that pole. That handle is open. That means there's no power coming to that transformer. And all the wires are cut, just laying on the ground. Some will say we're not completely off-grid because we still use a generator, like during the night, to run the internet. We can use our solar in the daytime to run it when it's really bright. And we're still using propane to cook with, and to heat with, actually. But right now we don't need the heat. Being off the grid, using a generator has taught my son a lot. He learned how to, this one, we ain't got the parts to fix it up, but he's learned how to fix generators. There's another one underneath this tarp that slung a rod right off the side of the motor. But the generator head is still good on it, and it was a 4,000 watt. Anyway, get back to what I'm talking about. Got these two little solar panels. This one here is 85 watt. That one there is 120 watt. So it's 205 watts going in. It's usually around 20 volts, 19 or 20 volts going in. Charge controller and stuff is on the inside of the house, and the inverter is in there when we need it to run a few lights, or not lights, but a few other things. We run our little freezer. It's a little tiny chest freezer. We run it off the generator 2 or 3 times a week for a couple hours at a time. That way things don't freeze, but they do stay good and cold in there, because the chest freezer is very economical. Lucky that this place had a well. You can't see it, that's not a well. It's a 10 watt solar panel hooked to a charge controller inside the pump house in there, and it runs our water. It's a 12 volt deep well pump, and for the most part we never have to worry about not having water unless we've had a week of storms and overcast skies, and then we have to charge the battery up on the generator and then get it out here and get some water. But usually we know that's coming. Watch the weather reports, and we will also draw up a lot of water. But this runs into the house as well. Here's where our water line is, going to the house. And So we have indoor water, just to the kitchen, no place else. It's not to the toilet. We have a toilet, and it goes into a septic tank, because where I live, if you have a septic system in place, you have to use it by law. So we just use it. Now, we usually use like the gray water from washing dishes, taking shower, just general cleanup. We'll use that water and hold it back in a couple of buckets in the bathroom, and then we can flush the toilet with that water. So the water gets used twice. We don't have to, we're not flushing with clean water. Another thing that we got on our off-grid homestead is our aquaponics. I'm not sure we've got any fish left in there. It was just minnows anyway, and if we don't find any when we go digging around, then I'll get some more minnows right now. I can't afford them. I'd like to have fish we can grow for meat, for an extra protein source. But anyway, let's see, it's running. It's hooked up in the well house. It's hooked up to the charge controller in there. And right now, since we've got such a small battery in there, we usually only run it in the daytime. Yeah, that thing works. Simplest, easiest setup in the world, although it's a little bit fiddly trying to get it where it's really working. Anyway, so this is off-grid. I don't think anybody's lifestyle, on-grid, off-grid, ungridding, partially homesteading, fully homesteading. Yeah, it's okay. I think we're all in this together. I think we're all striving for a goal. Goals that are very similar. For me, is to be as self-sustainable as possible. Impossible to do if you have to depend on fossil fuels, which we do right now. But I'm hoping I can get more batteries, more solar panels, and as we go along, wean ourselves off of the fossil fuels for the cabin. Now, transportation is another thing. You've got to have gas in the truck. I can't produce gas on my homestead. Off-grid, on-grid, no matter what. So we had to buy gas for the truck. But at least it's paid for. I'm not having to buy gas and make payments. That's good, right? Anyway, this is why I'm off-grid. Can you hear the birds? Mockingbirds out here. All singing. Pigs are grunting. Chickens are talking to themselves. We've already fed everybody. They're all pretty happy. So even though, like, there's houses around us. Everybody's got these houses around us. That trailer there is abandoned. This guy over here is making his garden. Anyway, there's houses all around us. But everybody's got about 3 acres, so there's a little space. It's not like living in town. I'm babbling. But anyway, this is why I'm off-grid. I can depend on me instead of depending on other people so much. And I mean, I am on Social Security, so I guess I'm depending on the government, but in a way I'm depending on what I already worked for. Just a return on that. I don't know if I might have babbled too much, but that's why we're off-grid. We save on the electric bill. I can buy gas for the generator every month for a third of what our electric bill was. And once the garden gets going again, we'll be able to can some food, dehydrate some food. Self-sufficiency, I think, is what we're shooting for, even though in this day and age it's hard to be 100% self-sufficient. I dare anybody to try completely dropping out. Some people have, but won't be doing it here on this place. So, tell me what you think. Is off-grid living for you? It seems simple enough, doesn't it? But it is a lot of work. And if you're not willing to put the work in, you can't do it. And if you're not willing to step out and go ahead and do it, you can't do it. If you want to live off-grid, if you want a homestead, you have to start somewhere. Even if that means just a half acre somewhere. Building your own cabin or getting one of these little things put in. Pretty cheap, payment's pretty low, and they pay off fast. But you'll never do it just talking about it. If you want a homestead, if you want to live off-grid, you just pretty much have to go in with both of you and do it. Make your plans. Don't be pushed.